Legendary University of Tennessee women's basketball coach Pat Summitt is quoted as saying, "Responsibility equals accountability equals ownership." And a sense of ownership is the most powerful weapon a team or organization can have. Welcome to Season 4, Episode 3, Responsibility, Taking Ownership. Welcome to the Playing with a Purpose podcast, where we explore topics related to the moral development of collegiate athletes and young people as it relates to character, responsibility, and purpose. Throughout Season 4 of the podcast, we're taking a deep dive into the 5 core values of the NAIA, which include integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership. Today, we're discussing one word that coaches talk about, teammates depend on, and leaders live by. Let's get into today's Character Corner segment. Today, we're talking about ownership, owning your effort, your attitude, and your actions, especially when things don't go your way. And here's the key. Ownership isn't weakness, it's leadership. When an athlete owns a mistake, it does 2 things. It builds trust with teammates, and it creates a standard needed for team chemistry. Perhaps legendary Alabama football coach Nick Saban said it best in a November 3rd, 2013 60 Minutes interview with reporter Armen Keteyian. In that interview, Saban was asked why he was so tough on people. Take a listen to this clip to hear his response.
Why are you so tough on people?
Well, I don't know if that's fair, that I'm really tough on people. We create a standard for how we want to do things. And everybody's got to buy into that standard, or you really can't have any team chemistry. You know, mediocre people don't like high achievers, and high achievers don't like mediocre people.
You see, holding others accountable creates a standard for a team's success, and being a responsible teammate is a big part of that standard. Let's put it another way. Blaming others keeps you stuck. Taking ownership moves you forward, and responsibility creates the standard. And that's today's Character Corner segment. And now let's look at a story where we have seen responsibility played out on and off the field in today's Purpose at Play segment. One of the best examples of responsibility and taking ownership in sports comes from who many regard as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Michael Jordan. In his rookie season, Jordan averaged an impressive 28 points per game, was selected as an NBA All-Star, and was named the NBA Rookie of the Year. However, despite Jordan having individual success, the Chicago Bulls struggled to reach the NBA Finals throughout his first 6 seasons, despite making a deep run in the playoffs each year. However, the Detroit Pistons had different plans as they eliminated the Bulls in the Eastern Conference Finals 3 consecutive years in 1988, 1989, and 1990. The Pistons were more physical, they were tougher, and they made Jordan's life miserable. Take a listen to this clip from the Chicago Bulls documentary The Last Dance, which detailed what Jordan did to prepare for the Detroit Pistons.
I put it in just to get myself physically strong enough to go against Detroit. I was a slender, skinny kid. Now I put on a couple pounds. I can throw my weight around a little bit more now.
I asked for 6. I know he was going to do 12. He got to the point where he was just like, instead of them dishing it to me, I'm going to dish it back to them.
As you see from this clip, instead of shifting the blame to others, Jordan admitted, I wasn't strong enough. I wasn't ready for what it took. So what did he do? He changed his body, he changed his training, he took responsibility. And the results followed as Jordan and the Bulls won 6 NBA championships in the 8 years to follow. But here's the deal. You don't have to be Michael Jordan for this to matter. The same principles apply in a high school locker room, a college practice, or any sports setting you may find yourself in. That's ownership, not excuses, not deflection, but adjustment. And that's today's Purpose at Play segment. And now let's get to the Beyond the Buzzer challenge for today's episode. Here's my Beyond the Buzzer challenge for you today. The next time something goes wrong on the field or in your everyday life, pause before you explain it away. Instead, ask yourself, what part of this can I own? When athletes take ownership, they don't just change games, they change teams, cultures, and themselves. And that's today's Beyond the Buzzer challenge. Thanks for joining me today for the Playing with a Purpose podcast. You can also catch the Playing with a Purpose podcast on the Freed Hardeman Athletics Champions of Character website at gofhulions.com/champions of character. And remember, winning isn't just about the scoreboard, it's about the character you build along the way. We'll see you next time on the Playing with a Purpose podcast.